A mother dog, desperate and determined, rushes into a police station carrying her tiny, helpless puppy in her mouth. She doesn't bark, doesn't growl, just looks at the officers with pleading eyes, as if asking for help. What would you do if you saw this? The officers were stunned at first, but quickly realized this wasn't just an ordinary visit. What followed next was a series of heartwarming actions that showcased the power of compassion and the bond between humans and animals. Stay with us to see how this incredible story unfolded. You won't want to miss it. It was an ordinary afternoon when something extraordinary happened at a local police station. Officers were going about their daily tasks, unaware that their lives were about to change in a way they would never forget. The door swung open, and in walked a mother dog, her eyes wide with fear and urgency. In her mouth, she gently carried one of her puppies, the tiny creature limp and vulnerable. At first, the officers thought they were imagining things. The sight of a dog walking into a police station was unexpected, to say the least. But there was something in the way she looked at them, a silent plea, a desperate call for help. She did not bark, did not create a scene. She simply stood there, her puppy still cradled in her mouth, waiting for someone to understand. One officer, seeing the distress in her eyes, approached cautiously. He knelt down, offering his hand in a gesture of reassurance. As he examined the puppy she had placed gently on the floor, it was clear that the little one was in bad shape, weak, dehydrated, and in desperate need of care. But this mother was not just any dog. She was a symbol of love and devotion, willing to seek help even in the most unlikely of places to ensure the safety and well-being of her offspring. Realizing the severity of the situation, the officers quickly sprang into action. One officer grabbed a bottle of water, while another carefully wrapped the puppy in a soft blanket. Within moments, they had contacted a local animal shelter and a veterinarian. But it wasn't just their quick response that stood out. It was the compassion they showed. The officers worked as a team to calm the mother dog, speaking to her in soft tones to let her know she wasn't alone. Over the next few hours, the station transformed into a temporary haven for this remarkable mother and her puppies. The officer who had first interacted with the dog, his heart warmed by the situation, remained by her side. He watched as she nursed her remaining puppies, ensuring they were all safe and secure in her care. The bond between mother and child was undeniable, and it was a reminder that sometimes animals possess a strength and love that surpasses human understanding. As the veterinarian arrived and assessed the puppies, it became clear that the mother's quick thinking and courage had saved their lives. The officer who had been closest to the situation looked at the mother dog with admiration, grateful for the trust she had placed in him and his team. He realized that the moment wasn't just about saving the puppies. It was a testament to the powerful connection between all living beings, regardless of species. In the end, the story didn't just become another rescue tale. It became a reminder of the lengths a mother will go to for the ones she loves. The officers, who had been mere bystanders at first, were transformed into active participants in this incredible journey, forever touched by the bond of compassion they had witnessed. Imagine a scene that most people would never expect. A mother dog, desperate and frantic, enters a police station with her puppies in tow. This isn't just another stray looking for food or shelter. This is a mother trying to protect her babies, and she's found the most unlikely place for help. The police station, a building typically associated with law enforcement and criminal activity, becomes a sanctuary for this struggling family in need. As the mother dog rushes through the station's door, there's a sense of urgency in her movements. Her eyes are wide with fear, and she's clearly seeking something more than just a safe place to rest. It's not every day that a dog walks into a police station, and the officers working there are understandably taken aback. They're not trained to handle animal emergencies like this, yet the moment they lay eyes on the distressed dog, they know they can't turn her away. Among the officers present that day is Officer Name, who, while caught off guard by the appearance of the mother dog, immediately understands the gravity of the situation. With quick thinking and empathy, Officer Joneson steps forward to assess what's needed. The dog isn't just asking for food or attention. She's asking for help to keep her puppies safe. As she approaches the officer with her babies in tow, the officer realizes the urgency. The puppies are at risk, and the mother needs assistance. In a world where the unexpected can often cause panic, the officer's calm and compassionate response stands out. Instead of shooing the dog away or dismissing her, Officer Joneson takes immediate action. The puppies are carefully examined, the mother is reassured, and the officer contacts local animal rescue services to ensure that the situation is handled appropriately. It's a testament to the kindness and empathy that sometimes surfaces in the most unexpected places, reminding us that compassion can come from anyone, anywhere. What's even more remarkable is the community's response. Word of the rescue spreads quickly, and soon, local animal shelters and veterinary clinics are offering their support. The mother dog and her puppies are given the care they need, and their journey doesn't end in the cold streets they had once roamed. They are given the opportunity for a second chance, thanks to the quick actions of the officer and the support of the community. This isn't just a story about a dog seeking help. It's a story about compassion, kindness, and the unexpected ways that we can make a difference in the lives of others. Officer Name didn't just see a stray animal. He saw a mother in distress, trying to protect her babies, and he responded accordingly. This act of kindness not only saved the lives of the puppies, but also touched the hearts of everyone involved. It's a reminder that even in moments of uncertainty, the smallest act of compassion can have a profound impact. The rescue story is a beautiful reminder of the bond that exists between humans and animals, and how sometimes we find ourselves in a position to offer help to those who need it most. Whether it's a mother dog in a police station or any other unexpected moment, it shows us that love and care don't always follow the rules we expect. Instead, they follow the heart. It was an ordinary morning at the police station, just another day like any other in a bustling part of the city. Officers were going through their usual routines, filing reports, answering calls, and preparing for whatever challenges the day might bring. Outside, the city hummed with activity as cars passed by, people went about their business, and the usual sounds of the urban environment filled the air. But within the walls of the station, everything was about to change. As the officers worked, none of them could have predicted what was about to unfold. A situation that would break the monotony of their day and remind them of the power of compassion in even the most unexpected of circumstances. The door to the station swung open, and in walked a mother dog, her eyes wide with fear, her steps hurried, and her body trembling. She wasn't just any stray. She was a mother, desperate and frantic, searching for help for herself and her puppies. At first, the officers on duty were caught off guard. A dog wasn't the last thing they'd expect to see running through the door, but it certainly wasn't something they were prepared for. Most police stations are equipped to handle crime, emergencies, and human-related issues, but this wasn't a situation of law enforcement. This was a situation of pure instinct, and this dog knew exactly where to go. With puppies trailing behind her, the mother dog rushed into the building, as if she knew it was the one place that could offer her assistance. The police station was located in a busy neighborhood, where the sounds of sirens, traffic, and city life mixed in a constant rhythm. While the officers were accustomed to handling all types of calls, this was one that didn't fit any standard protocol. The station was a place where law enforcement met lawbreakers, where public safety was ensured, and where officers were trained to respond to a wide variety of human situations. But what happens when an animal in distress walks through the door, seeking refuge in the one place she believes could help? The mother dog, later identified as Jack, had been roaming the streets for days with her litter of puppies. She had no permanent home, no shelter, and no safety net. The world she knew was dangerous and unpredictable. Stray dogs like her often face countless threats: traffic, predators, hunger, and extreme weather. But the one thing she had that kept her going was the instinct to protect her puppies. Every move she made was with them in mind, and it had become a constant struggle to find food, shelter, and protection from the harsh conditions of the street. But that day, something was different. She knew that her puppies were in danger and that she couldn't keep them safe on her own anymore. Her motherly instincts led her to the one place where she felt she might get the help she so desperately needed: a police station. It wasn't just a random building in her neighborhood. The police station represented order, protection, and a sense of security. In her mind, it was a place that could offer what she couldn't: a safe haven for her puppies. As she arrived at the police station, her eyes scanned the space, searching for someone, anyone, who might offer assistance. She had come here because she had nowhere else to go, and time was running out. Her puppies were growing weaker, and she could feel the stress of keeping them alive weighing heavily on her. Her decision to run into the station wasn't a random act. It was a call for help that could save their lives. Inside the station, Officer Johnson was on duty that day. Officer Johnson, a compassionate and quick-thinking individual, was one of the officers who was present when the mother dog entered. At first, Officer Johnson didn't fully comprehend the situation. After all, police officers are trained to deal with human-related issues, not animal rescues. But when the officer saw the look in the mother dog's eyes, it was clear something was wrong. The desperation and fear in her gaze were undeniable. Without hesitation, Officer Johnson knew that the situation needed attention, and fast. The officer stepped forward, speaking gently to the mother dog, trying to comfort her and assess the situation. As Officer Johnson moved closer, it became clear that the puppies were in critical condition. They were frail, hungry, and exhausted from their journey through the harsh streets. The mother dog had done everything she could, but now it was time for others to step in and help. It was a critical moment for both the dog and her puppies, and the officer's response would be the turning point. Officer Johnson didn't hesitate. He or she immediately contacted Animal Rescue Services, ensuring that the puppies would receive the care they needed. It wasn't just about taking care of the animals. It was about offering them a chance at life, a chance for a future they might not have had without intervention. In this moment, it became clear that the mother dog wasn't just seeking shelter. She was seeking salvation for her babies. And in that brief, unexpected encounter, the officer's compassion would forever change the lives of this mother dog and her puppies, giving them a second chance at life. The moment the door to the police station opened, there was no mistaking the urgency of the situation. With her puppies trailing behind her, the mother dog rushed into the station, her body tense, her eyes wide with fear. She moved quickly, looking around the room as if searching for someone who could help. The officers at the front desk, who were immersed in their daily tasks, froze in shock as they saw her enter. At first, they couldn't quite understand what was happening. Was this just another stray dog that had wandered in? Was she lost? Or was there something more? The mother dog didn't waste any time. With a sharp, determined movement, she made her way deeper into the station, weaving between desks and chairs, clearly focused on something or someone. Her urgency was palpable, and her eyes, filled with desperation, communicated one simple message: help. The officers, unsure of what to do, instinctively backed away, watching as the dog stopped in front of them, looking up with a mixture of fear and pleading. The sight of the puppies, small and fragile, huddled together by her side, made the situation even more urgent. It was clear that these animals were in distress, but the officers weren't sure how to help them. The police station wasn't equipped to handle animal emergencies like this, and no one knew quite how to respond to a dog showing up with her litter of pups in tow. It was a moment of confusion and uncertainty, but that didn't last for long. Officer Johnson was the first to react. She noticed the mother's trembling body and the worried looks from the officers around her. Without hesitation, Officer Johnson stepped forward, approaching the dog slowly and carefully to avoid startling her. The officer spoke gently, trying to calm the mother dog as she assessed the situation. It was clear that the dog wasn't just seeking shelter. There was something more. The officer could see the fear in the dog's eyes, the way she kept looking down at her puppies, her body language screaming that she was in distress and needed immediate assistance. In that moment, Officer Johnson realized that the situation wasn't as simple as it seemed. There was, in a sense, a language barrier. The dog couldn't communicate in the way a human would. She couldn't explain her needs, couldn't ask for food or water, and certainly couldn't explain that she was trying to protect her puppies. Yet, the urgency was unmistakable. Officer Joneson knew that the mother dog wasn't just asking for a place to rest. She was asking for help in a situation that could be life-threatening for her puppies. The officer quickly made the decision to take action. She crouched down to the dog's level, speaking in a calm, soothing tone to both the mother and her puppies. Officer Johnson gestured to the other officers to move carefully, signaling that they needed to keep the environment calm and non-threatening. As the officer gently approached the puppies, she noticed that they looked weak, tired from the journey, hungry, and clearly in need of care. The mother dog, sensing that help was near, seemed to relax slightly, though her anxious eyes still scanned the room for any sign of danger. A key moment arrived when Officer Joneson realized that the puppies were in immediate need of medical attention. They were too weak, and one of them appeared to be struggling more than the others. This was when the situation shifted from being merely a rescue to an emergency. Officer Joneson made a quick call to the local animal rescue team, providing them with details about the mother dog and her litter. While waiting for assistance to arrive, Officer Joneson kept an eye on the puppies, offering comfort to the mother dog and ensuring that both were as calm as possible under the circumstances. But there was another challenge. The police station was busy with its usual duties, and the officers were trying to handle the situation without disrupting the flow of normal operations. Officers had to balance the urgency of the rescue with the ongoing work of the station. The team worked together to keep the environment safe for the animals and to ensure that everything was in order as they awaited the arrival of professional animal care. As the rescue team arrived at the scene, they quickly took over, assessing the puppies and confirming the severity of their condition. With a careful and coordinated effort, they transported the mother dog and her puppies to a nearby veterinary clinic. Officer Joneson watched the entire process, feeling a sense of relief that they had been able to help, but also a deep sense of respect for the bond between the mother and her puppies. It was a quiet moment of gratitude as the rescue team drove away, knowing that they had given these animals a chance at life. What started as an unusual visit to a police station ended with a life-changing intervention. The officers at the station didn't just respond to a call, they responded to a moment of need, showing compassion and quick action in the face of the unknown. The mother dog, with the help of Officer Joneson and the rescue team, found the safety and care she had been searching for. And in doing so, they created a lasting impact not just on the animals, but on everyone who was part of the rescue effort. The moment Officer Joneson realized the seriousness of the situation, she acted quickly, with determination and compassion. She knew that time was of the essence and that every minute counted for the mother dog and her puppies. With a calm but urgent tone, Officer Johnson instructed the other officers to clear a safe space in the station where the mother could settle. She gently ushered the dog and her puppies into the designated area, ensuring that the environment was as stress-free as possible. Once inside, Officer Joneson immediately offered the mother dog a bowl of water. She watched as the dog drank eagerly, her body trembling from the ordeal. Next, the officer turned her attention to the puppies. They looked exhausted and frail, their tiny bodies barely able to move. Officer Joneson knew they needed food and care immediately, but the station didn't have the proper resources to provide for them. Without hesitation, she contacted the nearest animal shelter and explained the urgency of the situation. The shelter quickly dispatched a team to the station to assist with the puppy's care. In the meantime, Officer Joneson did her best to comfort the mother dog, speaking softly to her, reassuring her that help was on the way. She could see the bond between the mother and her puppies was unbreakable. The mother stayed close to her babies, never leaving their side, her protective instincts never wavering, even though she was clearly worn out from the long journey. The bond was undeniable, and it was clear that this mother would do anything to keep her puppies safe. When the rescue team arrived, they immediately assessed the puppies. They were in critical condition, weak, malnourished, and dehydrated. The mother dog's instinct to find help had undoubtedly saved their lives. The team worked quickly, carefully checking each puppy to ensure they were stable enough for transport. Officer Joneson watched with a sense of relief as the team gently loaded the puppies into a crate and prepared to take them to the animal shelter for further care. While the puppies were being taken care of, the mother dog, though still anxious, began to settle. Officer Joneson made arrangements for her to be transported to the shelter as well, ensuring that she would not be separated from her pups. The officer felt a deep sense of gratitude as she saw the mother dog's protective nature, knowing that her perseverance had led her to a place of safety for her family. Once the rescue team had left, taking the mother and her puppies to the shelter for a full medical evaluation, the officers at the station felt a profound sense of relief. The puppies would receive the care they so desperately needed, and the mother dog had been given a safe place to rest. It wasn't just a success for the animals. It was a reminder of the power of compassion in unexpected moments. The officers, who had just been doing their routine work hours before, had now played a role in saving lives. In the days that followed, the mother dog and her puppies received the medical attention they needed. The puppies slowly regained their strength, their tiny bodies growing healthier with each passing day. Thanks to the shelter's dedicated team of veterinarians, the puppies were nursed back to health, and the bond between them and their mother remained strong. The emotional reactions from everyone involved were powerful. At the police station, as the rescue team left with the puppies, there wasn't a dry eye in the room. Officer Name, in particular, was visibly moved, knowing that she had made a real difference in the lives of these animals. The gratitude from the mother dog, even if unspoken, was palpable, and that sense of connection stayed with everyone who had been a part of the rescue. The rescue didn't end with just the immediate intervention. As the story of the dog and her puppies spread, the community rallied around them. Many local residents reached out to the shelter, offering support in the form of donations, foster homes, and even adoption inquiries. The puppies, once in critical condition and uncertain of their future, began to find loving families. One by one, the puppies were adopted into homes where they would live out their lives surrounded by love and care. The mother dog, though initially fearful and unsure, found a safe place where she could rest, her days of roaming the streets behind her. She too was adopted by a kind family who appreciated her courageous journey and the love she had shown her puppies. Together, they thrived, and their story became a symbol of hope, resilience, and the power of compassionate intervention. For Officer Johnson and the officers at the station, this rescue became more than just another story. It was a moment of connection that they would carry with them. They had been part of something bigger, something that reminded them of the impact of small, thoughtful actions. As for the mother dog and her puppies, they had found their forever homes, their journey a reminder that sometimes it's the smallest of creatures who show us the greatest strength. As the days passed after the rescue, the story of the mother dog and her puppies continued to resonate with those involved. It became clear that this wasn't just a typical story of an animal being rescued. It was a story that touched something deeper within the hearts of the officers, the community, and anyone who heard about it. The emotional power of this event wasn't just about the act of saving lives, it was about what that act represented. A profound reminder of the love and compassion that binds all living beings together, no matter their species. This is a story that speaks to the universal theme of compassion. While we often think of compassion as something humans show to each other, this rescue reminded everyone involved that compassion transcends species. The mother dog's journey to the police station, driven purely by the instinctual love she had for her puppies, was a testament to the powerful bond between mother and child. The desperate need she felt to protect her little ones led her to take a courageous step that would ultimately save them. She didn't know what a police station was, or what would happen once she entered. She only knew that she needed help. The fact that she found it in the form of kind-hearted officers and animal rescue teams speaks volumes about the depth of empathy that exists in the world. This story also reminds us that animals, like humans, are driven by love, instinct, and a need for security. The mother dog's actions weren't random or instinctual in the sense of seeking food or shelter for herself. They were driven by the overwhelming need to protect her puppies. She didn't hesitate or second-guess her decision to seek help from a place where she believed she would find safety. In a way, she understood the importance of community, the idea that when faced with adversity, we all need support, and sometimes we need to reach out to others who can offer that assistance. It's a lesson that extends far beyond just the immediate act of saving these animals. It's a reminder of the deep, instinctual love that animals have for their own, and how sometimes they are the ones who show us how to love and protect. For the officers and the community, this experience was an awakening, a reminder of the power of compassion, not just toward other humans, but toward every living creature that shares this world with us. In the chaos of daily life, it's easy to overlook the importance of these quiet acts of kindness. But moments like these help us reconnect with what truly matters, the well-being of those in need, and the ability to respond with love and empathy, regardless of the situation. For Officer Joneson, this rescue was a life-changing moment. What began as a simple act of compassion soon became a turning point, both personally and professionally. Officer Johnson had always believed in helping others, but this incident was a stark reminder of how profound and meaningful a small act of kindness can be. It wasn't just about getting the puppies to safety. It was about understanding that her role as an officer wasn't just to uphold the law, but to also be a protector of all those who needed help, even if that meant helping a mother dog and her puppies. In the midst of the stress and routine of law enforcement work, this event gave Officer Joneson a deeper sense of purpose, knowing that she had made a direct impact on the lives of these innocent creatures. Emotionally, it also marked a moment of personal reflection. Officer Joneson had always been driven by a sense of duty, but this event showed her how vital kindness and empathy were in everything she did. For the first time in a long while, the officer felt the full weight of what it meant to truly care for something beyond just a job or a responsibility. It wasn't just about rescuing, it was about giving a second chance to life, to love, and to hope. For the local community, this story sparked a wave of compassion and unity. People who had heard about the rescue were inspired to take action, whether it was donating to local shelters, offering to foster animals, or even volunteering at animal rescue organizations. The story of the mother dog and her puppies became a powerful symbol of what communities could accomplish when they came together for a common cause. It reminded everyone that compassion, no matter how small the gesture, could change lives. What was particularly moving was how this story was shared beyond the police station and animal shelters. Local media outlets picked up the story, and soon it spread across social media, touching the hearts of people from all walks of life. The narrative of a dog who had been homeless, but found help and safety in the most unexpected of places, resonated deeply with people who were looking for stories of hope, kindness, and human connection. The impact was felt not just in the immediate area, but across a broader community of animal lovers and individuals who recognized the significance of helping those in need, no matter who or what they were. In the end, the rescue of the mother dog and her puppies was more than just a simple intervention. It became a poignant reminder of the importance of empathy, compassion, and the willingness to act in the face of need. It demonstrated how kindness can change lives and how the smallest, most unexpected acts of care can have the most profound effects. For everyone involved, it was an unforgettable experience that reaffirmed the shared humanity we all carry, whether human, animal, or both. As you walk the audience through the story of the mother dog and her puppies, it's essential to encourage them to connect with the emotional depth of the event. Here's how you can engage them at various points during the video. Ask thought-provoking questions. Have you ever witnessed a similar act of bravery by an animal? Maybe a moment when you saw an animal show unconditional love for its family? Share your story in the comments below. What do you think drove the mother dog to rush into the police station for help? How does her instinct to protect her puppies compare to human acts of parental love? Let me know your thoughts. Is there a time when you felt compelled to act because someone or something was in desperate need? How did it make you feel? I'd love to hear your stories in the comments. These questions should prompt the audience to think deeply about their own experiences and reflect on the story in a personal way, sparking emotional connections. Call to action for comments, likes, and subscriptions. If this story touched your heart, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need a little extra kindness today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more heartwarming stories like this one. Your support helps us bring these incredible moments to light. I'd love to know what you think of this story. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue the conversation about compassion, love, and the incredible bonds between animals and humans. Encourage social sharing. If you know someone who would appreciate this beautiful act of compassion, share this video with them. Let's spread positivity and kindness together. From the moment the mother dog arrived at the police station, carrying her puppies with desperation in her eyes, to the officers' swift response and the care they provided, this story truly highlights the incredible bond between humans and animals. The courage of the mother to seek help for her puppies and the compassion shown by Officer Johnson and her team serves as a reminder that kindness can come in many forms, sometimes when we least expect it. This isn't just a rescue story. It's a testament to the impact of showing empathy, understanding, and acting when someone, human or animal, is in need. In a world where we often feel disconnected, where the challenges of life can sometimes make us lose sight of the things that truly matter, it's stories like these that remind us of the universal need for love, compassion, and care. We don't need to be heroes to make a difference. We just need to be willing to act, to show kindness, and to listen to those in need, no matter their form. Whether it's a mother dog or a fellow human, every life deserves to be treated with respect and love. And perhaps, by reflecting on moments like these, we can all work towards making the world a little kinder, one act of compassion at a time.